Okay, guys, welcome back to We Got Sports, and today we're going to be predicting the rest of the conference tournaments that I have not predicted yet. So, I did miss the party on the MEAC, but I think my prediction was going to be Norfolk State, so I would not have gotten that one right. Anyway, so let's start with the SWAC, and the SWAC is, I think it's, oh yeah, I just looked, it's Grambling State versus Texas Southern, and I'm going to go Grambling State. They've been the better team this year. I think they finished 2 games ahead, the 2 game lead in the conference. And so, yeah, that's why I'm going to pick Grambling. Next up, we got the Big 12. And I'm going to be going with, I'm going to pick the upset. I'm going to pick Iowa State because Houston, they didn't do that good on the road, and Iowa State's been playing really, really well recently. So I'm going to go with Iowa State. Next up, we got the Mountain West. And for the Mountain West, I think it's San Diego State versus New Mexico. So I think I'm gonna go with this is a hard one. I'm gonna go with New Mexico. I mean, they're just so good this year and they've been shutting down teams. They've got lots of size. So I really like this New Mexico team. And we'll go back here. So next up I think is the next up Big East. Big East, we already saw this play out. Gonna be UConn. They're probably the best team in the country. Only competition is Houston, but UConn's just so good. I don't see any way they lose to Marquette. So, yeah, we're just sticking UConn. Riding the train the whole season. Next up, we got the Mayak. And I think so. Mayak, I think it's fair. I think I'm going to go with St. Peter's. Got a lot of momentum coming off of beating Quinnipiac. And I just think that St. Peter's can really put a lot of work in. Their grit and grind team. So I feel like they can get it done against I think they play Fairfield. I think they can get it done against either team though. So St. Peter's for the MAC. Oh, nope, nope. Next up, the MAC. MAC should be. I think MAC is. I think it's Akron versus Bowling Green or Ohio. I think it's. I think it's Akron versus Bowling Green. Excuse me, and I think that Akron's gonna win. They've been right up there for the best team in the conference, and after Toledo lost, they're definitely the top team by far. So, yeah, we'll go with Akron. And then tomorrow, we will be doing reacting to conference championships in the morning, or and then there will be a video coming out tomorrow or Monday that'll be reacting to March Madness. So, yeah, that'll either come out Sunday night if I feel like it, or what's more likely, Monday. But anyway, let's get back. So next up, we got, I think, Western Kentucky and UTEP. And I'm going to go Western Kentucky. High-paced offense. I think it's going to be a matter of what can UTEP do, and I don't think UTEP will be able to stop them. So I'm going to go Western Kentucky on that one. Next up, we got ACC. Honestly, I'm going to go NC State. Ride that train. They've won a game 4 days in a row. They beat the number 2 and number 3 seeds. And I think that they can beat North Carolina. So I'm going NC State with the upset. Next up, we got the Big West. In the Big West, we got Long Beach versus UC Davis. And I'm going to go with Long Beach State. You know, they've been really good in the 2 games they played, scoring 80 points at least both times. And they did beat UC Irvine. So, I do think that Long Beach State will win, especially because they did beat the best team in this conference. So, they got a lot of momentum too. So, we're going to go Long Beach State. Next up, I think, is the Pac-12. Yep, Pac-12. So, Pac-12, I'm going with Oregon. Oregon's been one of the only teams that shut down Arizona's offense, and that's insanely hard to do. So, I'm going to go with Oregon over Colorado, because if you can shut down Arizona, probably shut down Colorado. Next up, we got the WAC. And the WAC, I think the WAC is Grand Canyon versus UT Arlington. And Grand Canyon's been a little shaky. But I do think they will squeak it out. And they've just been so good this year, especially in the beginning of the season. They've gotten a little shaky, but I feel like they still have what it takes to pull it out. So, Grand Canyon in the WAC. And now I think we've got 4 more. 5 more. Next up, we got the Ivy League. So, we got, I think, Brown and Yale. I don't know, though. I'm going to go Yale. I know that Brown's playing, so I'm going to go with Yale. Yale's so good, especially in tournament time. So, we're going to go Yale. Next up, we got A10. Yep, A10. There we go. A10. A10, I think, is VCU versus St. Bonaventure. Oh, they haven't played yet, but I'm going to go with VCU. VCU going back to the tournament. They've got momentum. And I think that they can win this. They've won three. Yeah, they've won 3 games in a row. So, I don't know. I'm going to say VCU ends up winning. SEC. This one's interesting. Let's see if it's updated. So it's not updated. So I'm going to end up going Auburn just because they are the highest seed remaining by far. We've got 6, 7, 9, and 4. And I just think that Auburn is very good, good defensively. And I think they can shut down the teams they play. And yeah, I think that Auburn will win the SEC. Next up, we got the AAC. And I'm going to go with FAU. I'm going to go FAU. I feel like the only team that can stop USF is FAU, and FAU is very good. USF's been on a roll, though. I don't know. Actually, know what? No, I'm going to say FAU. FAU. Hopefully, they can get some of that early season magic back. But USF's going to be a very tough team to take down. And finally, we've got what you've all been waiting for, the Big Ten. Big Ten bracket. I'm going with Big Ten. I'm going Illinois. I think Illinois is the best team in the conference remaining out of the 3: Wisconsin, Illinois, and Nebraska. And I think that Nebraska's going to be a lot harder to take down than Wisconsin. And so they just played a very tough Ohio State team, and they ended up winning. And so I think that'll make them a lot better. And then I think if they can stop Tominaga, they'll win. But then they definitely have to. Wisconsin, I think Wisconsin won't be too hard of a game. So I'm going to end up saying Illinois. And that's everything. So we are going to. So, yeah, like I said earlier, you'll probably see a selection show and conference tournament reaction video coming out either later tonight or later Sunday night or Monday night, depending on what I feel like and how busy I am. But anyway, that's going to be all for today. If you want to like and subscribe, but I think that's going to be Will signing out. So, see ya.